Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here, and I'd like to take this opportunity, as so many have, to congratulate the inductees into such an outstanding organization. I'd also like to express my congratulations to the officers and the committee of the Blair County Athletic Hall of Fame for establishing and conducting such a fabulous affair. Also, you people from Altoona are to be commended and congratulated for showing your support. You've done a great job. Keep up the good work. I hope it continues for many, many years. I have to write down notes because I coached football for 30 years after getting out of school, and any of you folks who are athletes tend to know that once you give a football coach the microphone, or he gets up in front of a squad, why, he starts to talk and he rambles and he rambles and he slows down, and the players think this is the end, about ready to get going, but he starts up again, he starts up again. So to keep me within the allotted couple minutes, I hope you'll excuse me. I'm delighted to be here tonight to present a man for an introduction into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame, because he's a friend, and more significant, he was a teammate. He's quiet, mild-mannered, modest, compassionate, and unassuming. But when he put on those athletic tods and the football pads, the enthusiastic, the rough, tough atmosphere of a football player appeared. Just as he had gained the respect and admiration of players, coaches, and fans while he was here at Altoona High School, he gained that same reputation at Penn State. He played tackle, difficult to get recognized. Because of his work habits, ability, and talent, he is regarded as one of the best linemen to come through the system at a great institution like State. He left Altoona and went to State and played as a freshman. It didn't take long for coaches and other players to recognize his ability and his talents, and he was a first stringer his freshman year. Went to the service for 2 years, and then returned to continue his career academically and athletically. The scene has changed. When he returned, there were 8 tackles that previously had earned a letter. He was challenged. He would be challenged to do his utmost. It would be a significant year to determine whether he was going to be able to play the remaining 2 years. Did he still have the necessary strength, desire, enthusiasm, and ability to play at this high level? He accepted the challenge. State was playing both ways. For some of you young fellows, that means we were playing both offensively and defensively. It takes a little time for new innovations to get over the mountain. Luckily, things have changed. And let me say that he was both adept offensively and defensively. He accepted the challenge, and when the first game came about, he had risen to be #1 and a starting tackle. And he continued to be a starting tackle the remainder of that year that ended up undefeated. He was a starting tackle for his 2 consecutive years, and because of his leadership and performance was elected co-captain his senior year. Several teams drafted him, but he had an opportunity to go with a very highly recognized firm and a very selective recruitment program, and he chose to begin his business career directly after college and went with Armstrong Cork. Probably one of the reasons he didn't go further, and to illustrate just how tough a guy he was, his senior year, after every ball game, he would go in the hospital for 2 days to rest and get his shoulders treated because he could not raise his arms above his shoulders. After 2 days in the hospital, he returned to the practice field, showed up for the ball game, and gave his consistent and reliable performance that everybody expected. After the season, he operated on both shoulders, took out 15 or 20 bone chips, some of them the size of a quarter, that had been embedded in his shoulders. He played and suffered 9 ball games because he had that determination, that desire to excel. He wasn't only an athlete, he participated in many other activities while on campus. He was president of an honor society one year and vice president of another all-campus honor society another year. He was recognized as one of the 7 outstanding men in the graduating class because of his athletic ability, his academic achievement, and his campus involvement. He has a wonderful wife, a married son with 2 beautiful grandchildren. It's a great thrill, and I am delighted to present to you folks a worthy individual for the induction into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame, Mr. Negley Norton.